Alright, we're back to the exam answer key. And the third question was sort of interesting. One of the more interesting questions there because it said C8H16 with no pi bonds. No pi bonds. Now the first thing that we should do when we see a formula like this to interpret what's going on is say Cn h to the 2n plus 2. So if 8 is n, 2 times n is 16, plus 2 is 18. So you can see that if this was an alkane, it would have the formula C8H18. This, having only 16 hydrogens, has 1 degree of unsaturation. 1 degree of unsaturation. So that would mean if there's no pi bonds, no double bonds, it would have to be a ring. So it's either going to be a ring or double bond, and we were told no pi bonds. So if you had a 6-membered ring, that's something that we're used to quite a bit. Good old chair conformation of a cyclohexane. Now we still have 2 carbons. We can put 2 carbons in any old positions on the ring and have something that's C8H16, and this would be the trans 1,4-dimethyl cyclohexane. Awesome. And we were asked to create a geometric isomer of this, and so the geometric isomer is when you have the same connectivity of atoms but a different molecule. So one way to do that, the trans isomer, one methyl was on top of the ring, one was on the bottom of the ring. The cis isomer, both methyls are on top of the ring. So this would be the cis 1,4-dimethyl cyclohexane. And where most people had the most trouble is right here in figuring out that we had 1 degree of unsaturation. And then the other thing is, once you figure out you have a degree of unsaturation, you're told no pi bonds, we know we have to have a ring. So a ring, and then the other part that people had trouble with was amazingly not counting the carbons they had. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 around the ring, plus 2 is 8 carbons. That's what we wanted. Some people put 8 carbons in a ring and then added other stuff to it and ended up with 10 carbons. Not so great. So make sure you take care of your counting really solidly. So if you're supposed to have 8 carbons, you actually have 8 carbons. And all these little details that we learned in pieces during the video lectures come into play in some of the more creative exam questions. Alright, next one.